Philippians, in book of Philippians 2:15, где это говорится, чтобы вам быть неукоризненными и чистыми, that we would be clean and without reproach, детьми Божьими, without and blameless, среди строптивого и развращенного рода, в котором вы сияете, как светило в мире. This a world where we will be able to shine as a lights in this world. And only this is the way how we can come, through the new birth. And somehow the book doesn't say exactly how it's happened to Nicodemus, but he understood. He understood the message about the Spirit because the Spirit comes when we call upon the name of the Lord, when we call on the name of the Jesus, when we're asking Him to take control of our life, because He is the hope of all the world. He is the one who even a Samaritan woman at the well understood. When Yeshua told her that if this water which you're drawing right now, you will be thirsty all the time, and you will have to come as despised woman nobody wants to know or talk in this heat of the day and draw the water, you will be thirsty again and again. But if you will drink that water which I give, you will never be thirsty again. And in God's mercy, she understood that this is something supernatural Yeshua was talking about. And it was something supernatural that this Jew, the man, was talking to her in that heat of the day. And when he said that yes, salvation is of the Jew, he kind of emphasized and opened that to that despised woman, as she understood. She had the mercy and grace of God to understand what he was talking about. And when he told her, I am he, she understood. And she went to tell about in the little town where everybody didn't want to even talk to her and despise her. But she said, this is he who told me everything what I did. Come see him. And so a lot of people came and they heard him and they said, we don't need to hear you even right now, because we now believe because we heard him. And this is a true message that religion not gonna save you. Because in every religion we have to do something to reach God. In those ancient religions, it was wicked sacrifices. People have to burn their children. They have to do wicked, pervert things in order to appease God. But only through Jewish religion where salvation comes through the Moshiach, who was the hope of Jewish people, who is the hope of the whole world right now, who is the light of the world. And this is what we celebrate in Hanukkah, that he is that Shamash. He is this humble servant who lights the light on the candle. In the book of Revelation, we see he was the light who lights the light in those churches, Kehilas, who he was addressing that message. And I'm just, he lit out this light in my heart when I was confused, desperate for some answers. Even the answers bothered me when people started to pray for me. Probably, what is the purpose of our life? What is the purpose of our life? And nobody was able to answer that question until I was able to hear the message and understand that my life belongs to my Creator, who created me, who had a plan for me, who knew me in my mother's womb, who had a plan and name for me in my mother's womb. And he who's the one who sent his son. And God disguised himself and he came through the virgin birth as a little baby. And he humbled himself to come in that flesh, the creator of all the world, the word of God, the creative power of God. He humbled himself and he entered into the womb of the Miriam. What a wonderful message of we celebrate on this holiday, Hanukkah and Christmas. And that this is what I was able to understand. And I'm crying out to you that you will cry to the true living God, God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, who disguised himself came, is Emmanuel, God with us. And he is and he is the one who came, who died, and who resurrected. And this is the hope of a believer. The death is not, it's just door for us. For eternity. It's a short time here on the earth, but we have to fulfill his purpose, whatever God allows us to do. And this was the purpose of my life. It's still a purpose to fulfill his plan for my life. And if you would like to, as one person said, he is not a fool who gives what he cannot keep and gain what he cannot lose. As that one missionary said. And this is true for me and for every believer today. If you will give your life to Moshiach, he will use it for the glory of living God. And you will receive the life more abundant. And this is available for you today if you will cry out upon his name and invite him in your heart and asking him to take control of your life. Forgive your sin, wash you clean from anything, from generation curses, from any curses of perverse mouth, perverse mind, and any dirt of this worldliness. And I'm asking, it's a time to rededicate your life as a believer, the one who's, for us as believers, once more to the Lord and for his service. And I ask that you will do that today. In Yeshua's name, I pray.